This is one of the most common mistakes I see women make when they first start their business that truly keeps them from reaching 5K, 8K, 10K plus months. And it's something so simple and so basic, but it's not sexy that it gets glossed over all of the time. And we just naturally don't want to take the time to dive into it because we want to start posting content. We want to start connecting to people. We want to start making those sales. And that is the exciting part. And this part is not sexy. It's not exciting, but it is crucial if you want to actually create content that attracts your ideal client. So you are no longer chasing leads. Your people are coming to you. And that is truly knowing and understanding who your ideal client is. And I know you have heard it before, get to know your ideal client. And most of the time we start off saying, okay, I'm going to target female business coaches, or I'm going to target virtual assistants, or I'm going to target bookkeepers. But that's not deep enough. And even going into the demographics of, okay, I want to target married women in their early 30s that might be wanting to start having kids. That's a good start, but you need to go deeper because ultimately your demographics and their job title is not how you write content. I want you to learn how to write content as if you have been a fly on their wall and have been watching their everyday life and you know them better than they know themselves. And that is where you dive into the psychographics of your ideal client. So you are truly understanding who they are, what keeps them up at night, what have they tried in the past, what is not working for them, what is their ultimate goal and how they want to live their life, what is the thoughts that are making them have night sweats. What are they telling themselves on a daily basis? What are they saying that, oh man, I wish I truly had someone that could help me with XYZ? What can you say to them that shows that you truly see them, you hear them, and you understand them, and that you are the obvious no-brainer choice to solve their problems? And yes, this is going to tap into pain point marketing. Pain point marketing is essential to making sales, and you can do it in a way that is not ick. I know pain point marketing has an ick around it because it has been used to basically talk shit on the person and manipulate them to get sales. But as someone who has been in marketing and sales for about 10 years now, let me tell you, pain point marketing is essential to your marketing strategy. And you can do it in a way that actually empowers them, because sometimes we think we know the problem, but we actually don't know what the problem is. And so if I'm over here saying, I'm not signing clients, it has to be my visibility. Maybe it's actually not my visibility. Maybe it is my energetics in the way that I'm showing up. Maybe it's I'm not positioning myself correctly. Maybe it is my messaging is off, or I'm truly just not aligned with my offer. Knowing the real issues and helping them become problem aware and knowing exactly what those thoughts are inside their head and making them see like, oh my gosh, this person literally just wrote a paragraph that I told myself yesterday in my shower of crying and how I was not feeling like a success in my business and I was failing. Whatever they are telling themselves, I want you to tap into those thoughts. And then you're going to turn those thoughts into content and empower them to make an informed decision to reach out to you, to hire you, because you are the no-brainer choice. This is something I help my clients with all the time because, like I said, it gets glazed over, okay? Knowing your ideal client, going through this foundational step in business is not fun, it's not sexy, and it's actually kind of challenging because you have to really think, who do you want to serve? What are they telling themselves? What have they tried? Why are you different? And what do they need to hear from you that makes them stop and say, wow, this person truly gets me? And those questions aren't fun to ask because you have to look deep inside yourself and you have to get uncomfortable and you have to push yourself. Sometimes it may come super easy to you, and that is whenever you are in true alignment. But if you're still trying to figure it out yourself, or you're still kind of trying to find your groove, or you're second guessing yourself, or you have these limiting beliefs or imposter syndrome, anything that might be having a mental block on you, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And that is one of the reasons why finding your ideal client and truly getting to know them gets glazed over all the time. Because in order to truly understand them, you have to understand yourself, the transformation that you truly provide, and what makes you different. What is your standout quality? How is your process different? How do your beliefs and opinions on what you do stand out against the 1,000 other people that do the same exact thing as you? And you're not alone if you're like, I truly don't know. I am just a social media manager. I do social media management and it's all the same as everyone else. That's not true. Okay, you have your own unique process, you have your own unique thought process, and you have your own unique skill set. And I have been there too within my own done for you services where I've had to dive deep and I've had to get into my real unique process of what makes me different. And even within my coaching too, I still struggle to this day, and I have 10 years of marketing and sales experience. I have 5 years of experience as a business owner, and sometimes I still struggle with how am I going to speak to my ideal client and how can I show them that I am the no-brainer obvious choice. And that is just, honestly, whenever I get lazy with my mindset and inner work, I start to second guess myself. I start to have imposter syndrome, and I start to really kind of dim my light. And that is why within every single offer that I serve my clients with, I do potent strategy blended with energetics and mindset work, because you can have the best strategy in the world, but if you're not backing it up with your own mindset, it's not going to show you results. You're going to keep spinning the wheels, struggling, and thinking that you're a failure, when in fact, you're a genius at what you do, and your people are just waiting to hear from you. So if you have been finding yourself struggling to call in your ideal client, or you keep finding people that don't want to pay your prices, or want to negotiate your offer, or want to pick and choose what you have to sell, do the foundational work of finding your ideal client. And if you want more support in finding your ideal client, setting up your offers, creating your messaging, building those foundational steps to create that 6-figure business while working 20 hours or less, then I highly recommend you reach out to me to talk about Soft Mama CEO. Soft Mama CEO is my 12-month mastermind that I help you dive deep within your business and yourself to set up the foundational points that build a 6-figure business. So while you have been getting clients and you're making money, this is going to be an expansion of your expertise and your skill set and truly set you up to reach 6 figures, because only 11% of women are making 6 figures today. And mama, we need to change that. So if you're ready to scale and you're ready to truly experience what freedom of choice is, DM me on Instagram at Alicia Croce and let's talk about Soft Mama CEO, or find it in the show notes below and apply to join. And I cannot wait to see you inside. And as always, if this message resonated in any way, please feel free to share on social media and tag me at Alicia Croce. And I'll see you next week on Business and Brunch.